Donald Trump just said that the United States is going to be taking control of Gaza, whether the world likes it or not. Sitting next to Jordan's King Abdullah at the White House on Tuesday, Trump doubled down on his plan to forcibly remove millions, almost 2 million Palestinians, and relocate them to Jordan and Egypt, even if Jordan and Egypt don't want those people. And if they don't take them, because that's the question, right? Well, how are you going to make Jordan and Egypt take people who they don't want? And to be clear, Jordan and Egypt don't disapprove of the idea because they hate Palestinians, which is the right-wing narrative and the Zionist narrative. They don't want them because they know that it's an injustice and that it will be allowing Nakba 2.0. It will be allowing another catastrophe by allowing Palestinians to be ethnically cleansed out of Gaza. So Egypt and Jordan said no. And you know what Trump said? Well, if you don't do it, we're going to take your aid. Literally, he said, we're going to take it. We're going to hold it. We're going to cherish it. He even claimed that Gaza could be a, quote, diamond under U.S. control. Again, Jordan, Egypt, they ain't having it. They call it an illegal land grab, and they said it violates international law because, of course, it does. You can't acquire land through force like this. And the UN has weighed in as well. They said that this is what? Forced displacement, which is also called ethnic cleansing. And King Abdullah told Trump that they should wait for Egypt's plan, which could involve a Palestinian-led local government without Hamas, one that would be backed by Arab states, one that would be the alternative to a Trump plan. But Donald Trump says, nope, I don't care. Since first announcing his plan with Netanyahu, he's only doubled down, saying the U.S. is, quote, committed to buying and owning Gaza. In a Fox News interview, he made it clear Gaza's 2 million residents will be removed and have no right to return. Trump said, quote, they wouldn't because they have much better housing. I'm talking about building a permanent place for them. Question is, you know what? There's so many things I want to say about this, but I'm going to keep it simple tonight because I've said this. First, this is morally repugnant. Where are all the members of Congress to speak out against this, Democrat and Republican? Where are the courageous voices now? Where are the people to say this is a violation of international law? You didn't speak out on October 7th, and you had the defense of saying, well, Israel was attacked, we have to stand with Israel. What are you going to say now that Donald Trump is talking about annexing Gaza? Now that he's talking about ethnically cleansing Gaza, there is no morally defensible reason. There's no legal reason, legally justifiable reason for this. How are y'all just allowing this to happen? Please explain to me how you're allowing this to happen. But you're not hearing anything. The Republicans and the Democrats are all, I've heard Democrats say, maybe, oh, this will never happen. Okay, saying this will never happen, which I happen to agree with because I think the Palestinians and the Arab world will resist, but it's not enough to say it'll never happen. Can you imagine if Donald Trump proposed, oh, we should put black people in slavery, and all the Democrats say is, oh, he'll never catch them. I'm like, what? That's not enough. We need a repudiation. We need some kind of speech about this. Also, this is what I was trying to tell you about Donald Trump. Again, if you didn't vote for Kamala, fine, I don't care. If you voted for whoever, I don't care. This isn't about who you voted for. But during the election time, some of you were trying to say that Donald Trump would be better on Gaza. That Donald Trump would be good on Gaza, even. And so people stop paying attention or applying pressure. Listen to me. Again, this ain't about the Democrats. This is about saying Donald Trump is awful on Gaza. He was always awful on Gaza, and now he's worse. Cutting UNRWA, bad. Moving the embassy, bad. But now he's talking about literally forcing the world to ethnically cleanse Gaza. And he's saying it in full public view. This is something that the Israeli right has wanted to do, and frankly, the Israeli middle has wanted to do for a very long time. But always covertly. But now there's not even a pretense of pushback. So what do you do now? What do you do now? So much more to be said, but this is, again, repugnant. I don't believe that this will happen. Could Will it happen? Yes. But I don't believe it will. But it's not going to not happen because of magic. It's going to not happen if the people stand up. So please push your members of Congress to do something. Please push your political voices, your political advocates, your political activists, your political organizers to say and do something. It's not enough to sit on your hands right now, because to do that is to say that ethnic cleansing is okay. The ethnic cleansing is not an outrage. If you were outraged about what was happening on October 7th, continue to be outraged. If you were not, because you played into these narratives that the Palestinians deserve whatever happened to them because for 15 months because of October 7th, which is absurd. What are you going to say now? What are you going to say now? If you say international law is fuzzy about self-defense, well, it wasn't and it isn't. But what you going to say about this? International law is crystal clear about taking people's land. People say wars have consequences. No, that's not a justifiable excuse for this. What are you talking about?